Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Happy 2018 everybody. First video of the year for me, and it's a good one because I've got my voice back. As you can hear, I've managed to get rid of that horrible croaky man flu voice. So I thought I'd start the year basically with a kind of commentary on precious metal prices, a little bit of a commentary on where I think or feel things might go in 2018. Now do remember, it's all speculation. It's all my own thoughts and opinions. I'm not an investment guru. I'm certainly not a financial advisor. So if you make any financial decisions after watching this video, they need to be yours and yours alone. You need to go and fully research everything before you go and make any buying decisions. So with that disclaimer out the way, where do we see things going in 2018? Well, the only real kind of thing that you can do to look forward to 2018 is to look back at what happened in 2018, and it was a pretty roller coaster year for silver and gold. Silver, we've seen huge swings. I think the maximum price, and these are all in pounds, so it might be slightly different for dollars, but we saw something like £14.50 as a high and £11.50 as a low. So huge swings percentage-wise for silver, but that's kind of normal. Silver is meant to be a pretty volatile metal. So, but we did see huge swings, and we saw similar swings for gold. At one point, gold was up over, I think it was over about £1,050 an ounce, and it went down to under 930, I think, or something like that. So we saw big swings in gold as well. So it has been a very rock and roll year. Will that mean that the next year, this 2018, will be rock and roll? I think it will be. I think it's natural in the precious metals market that there'll be ups and downs. But I do think that overall, silver and gold will end the year higher than they currently are. I still think that there's a lot of room for precious metals to grow in this current marketplace, and whether that's going to be a huge increase that some people are predicting, I don't really feel that that's going to be likely, but who knows. Incidentally, these two sovereigns, by the way, are picked up from eBay, and there was a really good eBay 20% off deal that happened in the UK just after Christmas, and I managed to pick these up for roughly £200, £205 average each per coin, which was about 85% of spot at the time. So thank you very much, eBay, for buying some really nice gold coins for me. That was very much appreciated. So where do I think gold and silver is going to go, though? That's the question. Now, we've seen in the last couple of weeks a big dip in gold and silver prices, and indeed in platinum prices. You'll notice there's a platinum coin on the table here, and I'll get to that in a moment. But we saw a huge dip in them coming up to the end of the year, and then that's maybe going to rectify itself in the first part of this year. So I definitely think in the next couple of months we're going to see an increase in gold and silver prices. Whether that will be kind of a large jump or a small steady growth week on week is yet to be decided, but I think now still a very good time generally to be buying silver and gold. I think the prices are good. I think if you've jumped on that dip right before things started going up again, then you are very, very good. You're very lucky. Well done. But it's still a good time to buy right now. I do think there's a lot of room to grow for both silver and gold. However, I do think that the one metal that I've got represented on the table here that's got the best chance of doing incredibly well this year is platinum. And now I've made a video on platinum before, platinum versus gold, and whether or not we should all be buying platinum because it's incredibly cheap at the moment. But I have now got some platinum in the stack. So you see here, this was definitely on the cards for me. I looked at all of the prices, and the platinum prices have come down drastically as well as gold and silver, and it just made sense because it's meant to be more valuable than gold. I just don't understand why it's not. I do understand why it's not. It's because platinum is predominantly used in diesel cars as the catalytic converters in diesel cars. Now diesel has had a hard year, lots of environmental factors going into that, and it's meant that palladium has become the metal of choice because that is used more predominantly in petrol cars for catalytic converters. So all of the car manufacturers in the world have kind of basically gone away from diesel almost. They don't like making diesel cars. They'd much rather make and sell petrol cars because people want to buy petrol cars because it's more economical for them. In terms of taxes, it's more environmentally friendly for them as well. But that has meant that platinum has gone out of favour within industry, which has obviously reduced the price of platinum quite considerably. And historically, platinum has been more expensive than gold, and it is interesting to see that it is now quite significantly less expensive than gold. And if it has that correction in time, then we will see perhaps platinum really soaring this year, perhaps even overtaking palladium and gold. Now, because palladium has performed actually very well last year, it does mean that a lot of these car manufacturers are paying a lot more for their catalytic converters than they used to be. So perhaps, and there's quite a few sort of speculation here, but perhaps some of those will go back towards platinum to invest in that technology for their catalytic converters for their petrol cars, rather than using the palladium, because it's a hell of a lot cheaper. And that, of course, will in turn increase the value of platinum. As an investment coin, though, it is a difficult one to collect and to invest in, because you have to pay sales tax in the UK, VAT 20%, so buying them from Europe is a must. But even when you buy a coin in a platinum form from Europe, you're not buying it at spot value, you are going to be paying a premium. So it is a risky investment, certainly a lot more risky than silver and gold. It is a longer term type thing to hold, and hopefully we'll see that correction come in time. But only time will tell, really. But I'm quite excited about that. I think that picking up an ounce of platinum is a good opportunity to hedge against other precious metals like gold throughout the 2018 year and beyond. So that's why I've gone ahead and bought some platinum. Now, the other metal on the table that I haven't talked about yet is copper. Now, of all of the precious metals in 2000, I say precious metals, copper necessarily isn't a precious metal, but it's a semi-precious metal in the sense that it can be made into kind of bullion, and you can invest in it as a metal in some ways. But in 2017, copper actually increased in value quite significantly, and it seems to be continuing to rise, which is obviously a very good thing. If you're looking to invest in anything, you want something that's got good potential to grow, as well as a proven track record of growing. So investing in copper is a very interesting concept. Now, I've featured some of these on the channel before, copper rounds, copper 1 ounce rounds. Whether or not these are the most efficient way of investing in copper, well, they certainly aren't the most efficient way, because you're paying thousands of percentage over the spot value of copper here. But they are good ways of getting hold of copper rounds, something slightly different. They're dirt cheap. These rounds are like $1 each or something from Provident Metals. I bought these from in the USA. So they are very, very cheap, and it's not very difficult to get hold of them. Certainly from the USA. From the UK, it's a little bit harder to get them more sort of cost effectively. But they're fun, and I like them. And whether or not they are worth investing in, only time will tell. For those kind of coins, those bullion rounds type things, you're very much investing in whether it's a good artwork and whether there's going to be a bit of demand for it. And these Prospector copper rounds are gorgeous. I do love those. And I've been reselling some of them in the UK because they're just not very easy come by. So you can make money on them. You can buy them for a certain price, sell them for a certain price, make money on them. But if you wanted to invest in copper, I think that's something to really consider very strongly. It's performed very well, but at the same time, if you want to get $1,000 worth of gold, you just have to buy one coin. If you want $1,000 of copper, you're going to end up with a ridiculously large block of copper, and so storage and all those wondrous things is going to be an interesting concept for you, as will kind of liquidity. Are you going to be able to sell that copper very quickly at the other end when you want to get your money back? Gold, very easy. You can just take it down to your local bullion dealer, coin shop, etc. They'll give you a pretty good price for gold. So that's where I think, in summary, we've got probably a bit of a tumultuous year ahead of us for silver and gold. There'll be roller coasters, but I do genuinely think that silver's going to rise this year. I think it's going to be, we'll probably see 10-15% growth, I think, by the end of the year from where we are now. That's my best guess. Could be completely wrong on this, but that's my best estimate. Similar for gold, I do think that we're going to end 2018 with a gold price over £1,000 an ounce here in the UK, like $950 at the moment. But I do genuinely think it's going to be, well up into that £1,000 mark for 2018. Platinum, though, is my pick of the year. I do think that it's a pretty good buy. It's certainly incredibly cheap at the moment when you look at the platinum to gold and platinum to palladium ratios. It is by far the cheapest metal out there. It's even cheaper essentially than silver is. And the silver gold ratio is very, very much in favour of silver at the moment. So all in all, summary wise, if you can afford to and it's within your budgets and means, I do think it's still a very good time to be buying gold and silver. So that's about it really for my thoughts on precious metals in 2018. As I said at the start of the video, I am not a financial expert or an investment guru. It's really just my own thoughts and opinions. You need to make your own financial decisions with your own research backed up behind that. So please do go ahead and research everything on your own before you make those kind of financial decisions. I've got an exciting video coming out on Sunday, which will basically be a 2018 update for Backyard Bullion. So make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and you'll get a notification when I upload that on Sunday. Make sure you stick around for that, because 2018 hopefully will be a very, very fun year for Backyard Bullion. Otherwise, if you like this video, thumbs up, share it around on social media, that would be very helpful. If you would like to comment on this video, please do. Please share your own thoughts and opinions on this matter, but do please be respectful of mine and other people's opinions in the comment section. Otherwise, all that's left for me to say is a massive thank you for everybody for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.